Hey there, it's Raven Scry, and it's a Thursday evening. It's unlike me to be posting at this time, but I just had an inspiration to connect, and I was wandering around today. I went and I visited this little island out from Victoria, and there's a particular pocket on the land that I just move into, and I just feel like, whoa, this is a magic space, the spirits of the land. It just feels very held and very soft, and this was the whole reason for me moving out to where I live out here many years ago, to be close to this space. So today was the first time that I've actually gone. I've meant to go there for so long, but today I decided to actually cancel all my plans for the day, and off I went. So the picture in front of you is a small little skeleton that was laying on this particular section of land, just there, and it just took me, like I was just drawn to it. Now, some people might think that's macabre or whatever they may want to think, but, when it comes to the process of death and rebirth, it feels very significant at the moment, and it does feel like this was put in my path for a particular reason, and it's actually inspired a reading, because there's been many references through my own processes and through my own journey work to bones and skeletons. There's a lot of these coming in as I'm clearing layers of stuff. So this is this beautiful little, I think it's a bird head, but it is a beautiful little skeleton, and it just intrigued me. So I'm going to connect to it and open up a reading for what Spirit wishes to bring through today around this connection. Okay, so I'm going to open it up, and, the first thing that is coming to mind is reference to, it's like I get this scene of building energy, building to a point that is like an explosion. And it is like an explosion of, and the way that I'm seeing it, it's like a growing of an energy, and it's like it's in skeleton form, it's in bone form, but as the pressure builds and as the energy moves, it's like it explodes into ashes and dissolves. So it feels very significant to like this kind of last explosion of energy as this shift takes place. Now, as this takes place, there's a lot of sort of surrender and need to just accept and allow to integrate everything that has built to this moment, to this explosion, to this tension building. It's finally released, and it's time for things to change. I know the last reading was very much about change, but it's still moving in this direction, and but there is just this sense of relief. I can rest, I can sleep, and I can allow new ways of being to form, is the way it's coming through. And really it's just perfect. Everything is perfectly placed in all of its, breakdowns, breakthrough, perfectly placed, and quite exquisite, and it's like there's no need to be moving outside at this time. This breakdown has been very inward. It may have seemed externalized and happening on an external pressure point, but then boom, it's just broken down into a tender, soft heart space that's very delicate and needs to be protected and nurtured at this time. So it's a time of rest. This feels really strong, the element of rest. And it's interesting because it's like as I speak of this, it's like I'm, often in moments in some of my sessions and some of my own journeys that I do, which I haven't spoken a lot to you about my own internal journey work. And, some of it's very similar in how I'm reading sometimes, but it's like there is this sense that's coming in that is like actually wanting to not be spoken about. Interesting. It's like it's leaving. I'm speaking to it, but it's like it's leaving. Okay, now there's more space being created, and it's like there is this community of drumming that happens. Suddenly there's these drummers, and it's like they're somehow applauding and preparing for this next, what's to come. There's an anticipation that's happening here. Now it also feels very ceremonial in the way that they come in, and I feel as though they're opening a space and wanting to speak, because it's like it's opening a beautiful sacred space for certain interdimensional beings to gather here in this heart space and want to share and speak through the reading. So I'm just going to allow that to blend with them now, and just saying beautiful souls, so many beautiful souls. Wow, we're in awe. We're in awe as you gather here. Such perfect timing as you gather here in this space, in this circle now. They talk about, seeking freedom, that you're seeking freedom, and it is here. It's available, it's possible, this freedom. And we wish you to join this gathering, join this circle, join this collective of energy. They say we've come from the treetops, the places that know, that you all know so well. This reference point is within your heart space. If you follow it, if you feel the leaves beneath your fingers, you will start to feel what this heart space is. If you can understand, the levels that we speak are much deeper than the words that you are listening to. You have a certain sense of feeling that comes through with these words. As you surrender to that feeling, you open up to receiving the wisdom beyond words, beyond form. It just is. And we are here to support you. And as you connect to this heart space, you connect to us and our guidance and our love. Each and every one of you has our love here at this time. So brave, such brave souls for being here, brave and beautiful. We wish you all so much love, and they send beautiful kisses to you all, these beautiful blessings. They just wanted to make their presence known through the reading. I wasn't expecting them to want to come in like that, but they did. So accept that flow. I actually feel quite tender after that. It feels like it's kind of changed the space, changed the heart space. And it's taken me into feeling, somewhat more vulnerable, like we're speaking about, or like I was speaking about at the start of the reading. It's this breaking point back down to this vulnerability, and this place of rest, and it's really like a coming home. There's a coming home taking place, and it's very, very potent. The words never describe the feelings of what's about to take place, of why it's been so hard this time, of why so many people have been struggling through doing, loops and cycles of the same over and over again. It's like monotonous on the roundabout. Let's go around one more time and again. Can I get off this time? No, I'm going to go around again. This kind of cycles, but it's like it's moving through, it's moved through. And whatever perspective you want to see it from, whether it's outside of time or space, or if it is in time and space, it has moved through already. And it's just a matter of your perspective, if that makes sense. I don't want to confuse, but it's like time is shifting in and out and in and out, and it moves in and out, and as you speed up, it's like you can almost be slowing down. But as you speed up, there may be no point to speed up because you're slowing down. And it doesn't even make sense because it's like we're outside of time and space in this place. And it's just flowing, but it's moving in waves and cycles. As we move along, there is these ebbs and these flows, and interestingly, it's showing me like waves, but waves of charting. Here we go. They want to bring in the charting again. Of course, Spirit, you have to bring that into this picture, don't you? Now, I have resistance to wanting to speak about crypto, and I've been inquiring about this a lot with my own guidance, my own sense of asking about spirit. Is this right? Because I question it. I question, whether it's the right thing to be doing, to be dabbling in, doing readings with crypto. And I certainly feel like, there is a space to do that, but I always end up back questioning. And sometimes it almost feels a bit tainted, I don't want to taint my work and my gifts with kind of throwing out funny crypto readings, it feels a little bit cheap, if you can understand where I'm coming from. But I do enjoy it still, but it's an interesting journey that we're on, and I do feel like there is more and more of a space that is opening, that is going to be able to just predict ones that are just going to shoot off. It feels like that's coming more and more, and I feel like they threw that in as an example with Trollcoin. It was like Troll, boom, that just went up hundreds of X's, and it's like, okay, it's possible that they do that, but it really has to be aligned with the energy and with who's tuning in and with me and with the, all of the elements coming together to give such information. So they just show this chart moving up, it's moving up in waves, and they're wanting to speak to the micro and the macro and the way that they are dancing with each other. They're one and the same. The smallest elements and the largest elements are almost dancing like that time reference that I was saying. It's outside of time and space, but it's shifting and morphing between tiny elements and these larger elements. But it's wherever you look, you can see the same picture. You can see the same picture and the same answers in the tiny things and also in the larger things. So, and also if you close your eyes, going within, it's like all of those things that are within. It's like there's answers everywhere. And I feel as though this is what they're wanting to speak about. There are answers everywhere to every question, but it's just your own inability to want to actually look and believe that the answers are just there. It's like we always want to navigate in every other direction than, oh, it's just there. I'll look over here. Maybe I should look over there. Oh, no, I'll look over there. Or maybe it's the wrong thing, maybe I should go that way, when it could just be right there in front of you. And, oh, there's the answer. It's actually quite simple. So this is the kind of gist of what they're wanting to bring in here. Looking right in front of you. And this is to do with symbols and intuition, and your intuition and guidance, and the signs that come into you and the signs that are all around you. Now, whether you notice signs that come in your day-to-day, I know many of you speak of numbers that come into your sphere. You're seeing many numbers, or you're seeing certain animals, or you're seeing certain birds, or there's different ways things speak to you. And then, or there's these synchronicities of, oh, there was someone said this about this, and over there someone said this, and then, oh, another one. That's interesting. Or maybe it's just a coincidence. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's actually trying to speak to you. And the more you listen to those synchronicities and small whispers, the more they become much louder and much clearer. It's like tuning that frequency to be able to listen wherever you're looking. Okay, well, I feel like that's the message from them there around that. And I'm just feeling, is there anything more to say as I've connected here in this, that's nearly dark here, and I'm just kind of sitting here speaking into a microphone, which is in turn coming through your speakers, and I feel blessed that you're actually there listening. It's like I'm still in awe of that. But I hope that wherever you are in the world, you're, whether you're sleeping or whether you're awake or whether you're busy or not busy, I hope that you're good and you're feeling contented and rested inside. And I'm sending you guys all love and blessings, many little hearts. I'm just going to send you all like many hearts. Brrr. There we go. I hope you got one. And I'm going to see you again soon. Raven Scry signing off.